What up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? I am your host, Young SMOOVE. Y'all already know that's me. What's good? Hey, it took a lot to say all of that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If my voice sounds a little off today, it's because I'm fighting the allergies. Daylight savings time has kicked my ass. It's too much. First of all, before I get into how in the fuck we just changing the time like this and other countries don't do this? This is a lot. It is a lot. Like, yo, I'm like, oh, I literally lost the hour, but the reality is my body is still saying, oh, you have an extra hour and you don't. This how niggas be late all the time. I get why niggas be late now, because it's too much. Like, my allergies trying to fight over everything. This is some bullshit. Taking the allergy medicine. Yo, I swear to God. This adultness, and I am swearing to God at this point, this adultness, God, is for the freaking birds. It's too much. It's just, honestly, for this shit is just entirely too much, bro. It don't make no sense. See, I can't even say bro. I gasped in that. That's so much. Anyway, so y'all know where y'all can find the kid. You know what I mean? You did. Y'all know where y'all can find the motherfucking kid. The kid. You did. You can find me at... Why did I get professional all of a sudden? I can't keep doing it. Yo, my professional voice is fucking hilarious, bro. It is hilarious, yo. I am low-key tired. I'm definitely recording this at night, so if I seem delirious as fuck, I am just a little bit. But I had to guarantee to get a show out at least in a week. Thank y'all for giving me the week off. I promise I'm not out here trying to take extensive ass breaks like I did last time. That's not the point, but I was definitely feeling the effect of the change of les saisons. Anyway, you can follow me at YouTube, Spotify, YouTube Music, or Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Instagram, Twitter. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all know what it is. They all the same thing. Kicking It with Young Smooth Podcast. SMOOVE. Don't forget the OVE. You know what I mean? So let's go to my new listens. Some of it is really actually very interesting, and there's some more stuff that just came out. My new listens right now are I'm actually low-key liking this Justin Timberlake project. I think it's gonna be good. I really honestly truthfully hope he don't, blackfish this whole project again. I want him to stay in. I don't think Justin has a authentic bag, to be honest with you, because it seems so super manufactured. I was hoping it was supposed to be like an NSYNC comeback, so I think that they're coming back, so we'll find out. But on this channel we talk about music, we talk about it all, so we'll figure that out. But yeah, Justin has a new song called Drown. So I like the two lead singles of whatever this project are. Selfish and Drown are really good. I just don't know if it's getting any play. No, I take that back. I did hear on one of the wasn't it one of the pop stations? It might have been one of the... Was it Mosaic? It might have been one of the pop stations on Sirius XM. Now, to be 100% honest with y'all, I no longer subscribe to regular FM radio. I am bougie. I am bougie like that. I don't give a fuck. I got me a nice car, and because it came with Sirius satellite radio, I refuse. I refuse to listen. I have not in this car set a preset for FM or AM or FM radio. Like, I have not. I'm sorry, y'all just heard me scratch my stomach. I have not. I'm just not. I refuse to do it, y'all. Like, SiriusXM is so fire. I can find anything. Actually, to get ready for this country era, for which we got a countdown today, y'all, because that is like March 29th. So to get ready for the Beyonce era of country, I actually started listening to Y2 Country on SiriusXM. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I actually like it. Like, I'm sitting here listening to Tim McGraw, and when you really listen to the words, and I kind of don't know why we don't listen to country. Like, I mean, granted, I do feel like it is very whitewashed, so I guess, it's a lot of white folk, but there are so many black country artists out there. As a matter of fact, I wonder, hold that fiddle for a moment. I wonder, did I take a screenshot of those? That's a good question. I love questions. I love preguntas. Dos preguntas. Was this it? Oh yeah. So just a few black country artists that I did find. I haven't listened to them yet, but I'm tempted to. I think it was Shabuzi with Annabelle. That's the name of the song, is Annabelle. Rihanna Roberts with He Gonna Be a Problem. I think this is official Dawn Lewis. Bottom of It is the name of the song. Everybody know K. Michelle. She got a song called Tennessee. And Kane Brown, I Can Feel It. And I was listening to those country songs. I think it was like either, it might have been not last week, but the week before last. And it was on was it in the Shade Room? It might have been the Shade Room, but they were kind of talking about the same thing that we had talked about the other week with, Beyonce not being able to be in country music and the station's not playing it. And then, they kind of unlocked a couple of black artists. So follow at Shaboozey, ShaBoozey. Follow at Raina Roberts at the Raina Roberts, TheRaynaRoberts. Follow the Dawn Lewis at official Dawn Lewis. And Dawn Lewis is official Dawn Lewis is OFFICIALDONLO. I can LOUIS. You can follow K Michelle at K Michelle Music. Y'all already know how that is. And follow Kane Brown at Kane Brown, KANEBROWN. Because when I tell you, I was listening to some of the music, just the snippets that they put on there, I'm telling y'all, country music is a thing. Now, back to my listen. So we talked about Justin Timberlake. Baby, I cannot wait to get back into my meditation bag, because that is happening. But Little John, follow me. I know what y'all saying. Like, what are you talking about? Meditation and Little John. Baby, when I tell you that Little John has a whole meditation CD, album, whatever, it's called Total Meditation with Little John. It is good. It is actually peaceful, and I understand what you're thinking. The King of Crunk has a Total Meditation album. It is actually a whole meditation. It's so far left from what you think you would do, but his voice is very soothing. It can get you into a great meditative state. I've not meditated to it yet, but it is definitely a really good contender. And I was listening to parts of it, and I'm like, this seems a little interesting. So it is off kilter for Little John, but yes, Little John, Total Meditation. So make sure y'all check that out. My other favorites right now are Big Boogie and DJ Drama, Gangsta Grizzle, Red Rum Wizard. Good situation going on there. We love a good gangster grizzle over here at this podcast. Cannot wait to get into that. And some of the stuff has just been stuff I've been scattered and kind of looked into. Moonwalker, who I loved. If you are not familiar with Moonwalker, if you have not gotten into the Lizzo song, one of my favorites. But it is called Stupid Ass Heart. And it's actually a really nice song. I do like that. That one is one of my other bops. Cardi B, like what Freestyle, sampling the Missy Elliott, She's a Bitch. There's a whole bunch of controversy over that because also Bia has sampled it as well. Many people do that quite frequently in the industry. They all sample the same thing. And, sometimes they sample pieces from different songs and create new things. But they basically took the main thing from She's a Bitch. First of all, shout out to Missy. It's an iconic song. Like, I still see the Hype Williams video in my head every time. It's so recognizable. It's undeniable. And think about it. Think about how ahead of her time. That song is almost over what I gotta say. She came out in like 97, so that one was like 98, 99-ish. So it's almost over 20. It's like, it's pretty goddamn old. It's pretty goddamn old. You know what I'm saying? So, and it still hits to this day. Like, Missy and Tim were making music to hit right where we are right now. I mean, how amazing is that? Blues Brothers, featuring T-Pain and Young Cash, which is, their song is called Biggest Booty. So make sure y'all check that out. That is actually dope. I'm a huge T-Pain fan. So, anybody coming out of the Nappy Boy camp right now, that's my shit. Chloe, has a new one called FYS, Fuck Your Status. That actually ended up on my workout playlist. Schoolboy Q has a whole album out called Blue Lips. Make sure y'all check that out. And I'm getting into that too. I'm glad Schoolboy Q is back. It's been a minute. And I'm tired of listening to 2 On. I think that's the only thing I've ever really listened to like that. No, I'm lying. I love Schoolboy Q, but I'm saying like that's my song. 2 On by Tinashe is still lives rent free in my head. Eric Bellinger with the Rebirth 3, The Party and the Bedroom. Something smooth, something sexy. You're definitely gonna love it. So those are my listens lately. Again, it is all over. My taste is eclectically all over the place. I have always been like that. I can go from Pink, Red Hot Chili Peppers to TLC to Snoop to Drake to Nicki to Lil' Kim. Like, I can go back and forth in so many bags. Daft Punk. What else do I listen to that I loved and kept on? Limp Bizkit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, my palette is way bigger than just hip hop. Although my love will always be for hip hop. Speaking of which, I wanted to bring back something, and then, maybe y'all can definitely figure it out. I wanted to bring back Kick That Lyric. Kick That Lyric is a segment where I go ahead and read in my most professional voice and read you guys the lyric to a song, and then y'all drop it down in the comments and let me know if you know the song. The lyrics reside as this. Here's a couple of suggestions of how you could finesse it. How you could finesse it. Let's figure that out. You find a dude in town. You send him a short message. Say, hey, I'm new in town, and I don't know my way around, but I got some soft white that's sure to come back brown. I get that butter all night, 'cause most niggas don't know a brick from a bite. They keep buying hard white, and if you free tomorrow night, we can meet and discuss price. FYI, I've never been robbed in my life. Or you could find a chick shit you hold up in her crib and let her introduce you around town like her man, shake hands, make friends like it's all innocent. I ain't had to read it like that. Then before they look up, you selling the town cook up, or gorilla pimp come up on that killer shit, nigga. Take a nigga brick, smack him, then you sell it back to him. You still there, Brooklyn? Yeah, snaps all around. I think I'm gonna start reading. That's how I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna start reading a bit in my voice of that. Yeah, but so it's a very popular song. It has a couple of people on it. It's off of a earlier part of one of the major players in the game's career. It is actually one of my favorite songs, actually. So if you know what song it is, make sure you drop it in the comments. I definitely need that interaction from y'all. I need you to make sure you like, share, comment. It is super, super important. Alright, so let's get into the ratchet and ridiculousness, to try to get through some of this as quickly as possible before my voice decides to go out on me, but we gonna do it. First of all, we already started talking about it a little bit. So Missy Elliott responds to both Cardi B and Bia using her hit song. Missy Elliott has made it clear that she's not here for hate towards either Cardi B or Bia using She's a Bitch in recent songs. The Virginian legend took to X, formerly known as Twitter, on Friday, February 29th, to respond to fans who saluted both ladies for sampling her 1999 classic. See, I was on it. I remember that shit. Quote, "Who cares if Bia or Cardi B sampled the song? I'm listening to both regardless because it's paying homage to Missy Elliott," the fan wrote, with which prompted Misdemeanor to respond with hands and heart emoji. Last March, Bia dropped a single. Damn, that was almost a year ago now. Damn. That drew inspiration from Missy's 1990 track, She's a Bitch. The Los Angeles native tapped super producer Timbaland, Missy's longtime collaborator and producer, on the original song to bring the track to life. Quote, "Soon as you see me, I'm up it. I'm gone. I'm really living that shit in my songs. Glock in a bag, and it don't got a safety. I make money. I don't let it make me." Bia raps on a track called I'm That Bitch. In the accompanying video, she also pays homage to Missy's iconic futuristic Hype Williams directed visual. Then on Friday, March 1st, Cardi B releases Like What freestyle, which also used emulations of She's a Bitch. Cardi and Bia aren't the only rappers to update Missy's tracks. Ski Mask and Slump God remade the tune in 2017, and he wasn't happy about it. Like what? The fuck? The Florida rapper took to social media on Friday, March 1st, to quote Cardi B prompting the video for her new track while committing "sounds kinda familiar." So, first of all, Slump God, don't nobody really know who you are like that, nor you or Ski Mask. I mean, y'all out there, but who really know? Nobody. Oh, okay. And so my whole issue with that is this. Like, we sample, we reuse, we've done this. This is not anything new. I don't know why y'all would beef about that. And then furthermore, why would y'all come, like, as much as I feel that Cardi needs to stop playing. Like, you have to come back. You cannot keep dropping these mediocre or just enough singles. Like, we were expecting the resurrection of Carbisha to come back when we got WAP. Not so much. And now we keep getting these like one-off singles. Like, Cardi does need to come a little bit harder. But again, big artists or newer artists paying homage to older artists it's what it should be. It very much should be that. Other male rappers, I hate this with a passion. Male rappers should not be coming at female rappers because honestly, first of all, y'all sample Missy shit. So everybody's eating off everybody. It happens. But, at least I would say out of everybody that's included in all of this, at least Bia got Tim to kind of remake that track and make that something special and make that into, a small moment. I didn't realize that it had almost been a year because we're in March now and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. It's been a year at this point. Like, we're in March now. I didn't realize that. So I remember hearing it, remember being like, oh cool, it's Bia. And people have already said this, and you can also check out Zach Campbell's YouTube page, but and he said it the best. I think my only issue with Bia is that, that one performance made it super lackluster, and because the girls are out here doing so much nowadays and choreography and this, that, and the third, and Bia made it clear on something else that I was watching why she didn't perform, quote unquote. I think she was on like the BET Hip Hop Awards or whatever, and she kind of just really sat there and everybody was like, what are you gonna do? Bia can flow, but if you're looking for performance from her, I don't think that's what you're gonna get. But either way, as far as the two women right now in hip hop dealing with that situation of both of y'all using the same type of songs, it happens. It happens more frequently than not. As a matter of fact, I don't know how many people have sampled SWV's "Rain on Me," like it over and over and over and over again. Sometimes when it becomes an iconic classic, you just you sample it, you use it. So moving forward, Beyonce shares strategy for staying anonymous on a good day. She says, on a good day, I can sneak into Target. Beyonce, undeniably one of the biggest stars, has revealed her approach to discreetly navigate daily life. First of all, pause on that part. Beyonce talked to somebody to tell them, yo, we had barely heard this woman's voice, and when we did, the last time we did was in the amazing Verizon ad. Like, if it's not in the music, you don't hear her barely talking to anybody. So I'm always very, very impressed. In a new interview with CR Fashion Book, she disclosed a simple tactic she employs for seeking privacy in public spaces like Target: a humble black hoodie. When I'm not dressed for an appearance and I'm training or hustling, my go-to outfit is a black hoodie and black sweatpants. Well, so B about to rob the place. Like, are you going to Target or are you going to rob Target? She told the outlet, I enjoy continuously wearing the same black hoodie. On a good day, I can sneak into Target unnoticed, she added. Check out her thoughts via the outlet's Instagram post. Also, they also talk about the new hair care line, which is Sacred, which I think we talked about that before. I would like to try it, but here's the thing. I ain't got that much hair to try it. So I don't know if it would defeat the purpose, but Miss Tina would probably say otherwise. However, yes, go off, Beyonce. I mean, you fucking up though, because now people gonna be on the lookout for the black hoodie and the black sweatpants and see it if you out here. I really would love to know, like, first of all, does that mean that you go to the self-checkout line, or do you have somebody check you out? Because if you can run into Target of all places, or like, what time are you running into Target? Like, I know that's a little too deep to try to get into, to try to figure out your move, but like, are you running into Target in the morning when really ain't nobody there, or like right when they about to close? Like, when are you? I feel like you super strategic, other than that, of trying to get there. I don't know. That's interesting. That's something to think about. Like, what time do you go? I feel like Beyonce is like me. Like, when I go grocery shopping, I love two things to this thought. I love to go grocery shopping, like, in the morning, like fresh produce, 6 a.m. I got that shit from my grandmother. I used to love to do that. Like, if I'm gonna go grocery shopping, do it 6 a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning, whatever, when everybody's not up and, you there, you know what I'm saying, you just getting it done. Nowadays, I do not do that. I do not do that anymore. Nowadays, I curbside it. I let them pick it out for me, because after, damn, okay, stomach. After a while, what ends up happening is it takes a lot to go to, I ain't gonna lie to you. We're getting lazy, and I'm down to that point. It takes a lot to go to the grocery store, pick out all your food, get to the counter, ring it up, da da da. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it's the ringing up part sometimes they get a little hectic for me. I don't know about nobody else. You trying to make them coins and them dividends rub together, and it ain't hitting on all cylinders. And then all of a sudden you get to the counter, you like, shit, I gotta put shit back. This helps you not have to put anything back. I go ahead and I put my checkout. I usually do the checkout the night before, or the night that I'm working. Oh, I'm sorry, the night that I'm off. Then I go ahead and pick it up the next day. You know what I'm saying? Usually everything is in there about an hour or two before. They call me if there's any substitutions that need to be made. You know, giant workers are actually picking it up and putting it together. They know where everything is. It's there. I spend at least, because now we pay for bags. I don't know where you are in your state. I spend at least about like 40 cents in bags, whatever. And then, you know, I just move forward. I'd much rather have them do that, and then they put it in my car, which I need to clean out my trunk. Note to myself, clean out the trunk. Editor's note, clean out your trunk. But yeah, so I go ahead and just do it that way, because I am too tired to do it, because then you gotta think about it. You have to then go to the store, pick out your stuff, put your stuff on the counter, make sure you got enough money for it, go ahead and do all of that, then take it to the car, load it to the car, drive home, unload it to the car, put the stuff away, you know what I'm saying, and then reorganize yourself and try to get it together. If I can cut out the middleman of at least the shopping and the paying portion, and all I gotta do is put it in the house, I think I'm much more equipped for that. So that, if I was Beyonce, I would be curbsiding the shit out of shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I'm not to say that she doesn't. She might actually do that. Moving forward, Glorilla reacts to outrage over live not safe for work slip up. Stop acting like y'all so amazed. Okay, let me tell you something. When I read this, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? Glorilla has reacted to outrage over faux pas that left her exposed during a Instagram live session, telling commenters to tone down their response. According to XXL, last week the rising Memphis star, which if she don't look like Wendy Raquel Robinson, look her up if you don't know who that is. Tasha Mack, for those that know, was lying in bed while chatting with fans on Instagram Live. At one point, she panned the camera down, accidentally exposing her nipple. On Saturday, yes, her nipple. She had a Janet Gate on live. On Saturday, March 2nd, Gorilla shared another video downplaying the potential embarrassing moment, which has since gone viral. She says, stop acting like y'all so amazed by a nipple. I mean, it's your nipple, baby. That's what we looking for. She says in the video, which you can still watch, apparently, because it's up there. It ain't shit but a nipple. Calm down. Please calm down. This isn't the first time Gorilla's upper body had been waved across the internet, but at the end of last year, the Memphis rapper showcased a little add-on to her body in the form of new breasts. She got new breasts? Oh, shit. And I don't know why I had to say it like that, but, and fans are really, appreciated the purchase. I'm glad she got new breasts, because she got such a small frame. Maybe she needed a little bit more boobage. Big Glow showed off the updated body part as she posed in a crop top, baggy jeans, and pink hair. Following a major reaction in comments, the Memphis rapper took to Twitter/X, where we are still always going to call it Twitter for just the sake of it, because y'all know I can't fuck with it, the next day to joke about how riled up she got her fans. She said, my titty got y'all all of the frenzy I see. Just wait till y'all find out I'm running for president next year. I love it. Let me tell y'all something about Glorilla. What I think I love that Glorilla is having a good time in the moment, and it looked like she having fun. Like her new song, yeah, that shit go. I'm definitely bumping that this summer. But a titty is a titty. First of all, here's my other thing. Why we can't free the titty? I know that sounds very okay. I hear y'all. Why y'all keep? Oh Lord. Okay, I know that sounds very misogynistic. To be like, oh, we need to free the titty. But I mean, if we lucky, we all sucked on one at one point. Like, why we not freeing the titty? Free the titty. And if it's a good looking titty at that, free the motherfucking titty. Shit. Why is it always such a big deal? Like, I've never understood that. Like, maybe because I'm a breast man myself. Like, I like titties. I enjoy titties. Okay? I enjoy sucking a good titty. I like a titty. I'm just saying. However, like, why is it so scandalous? Like, oh my God, is it because there's more breastplate meat underneath the actual nipple? Because there are fat niggas that free their titties every fucking day. Like, why? It's fat niggas that free their titties every day, B. Like, why do we care? What the fuck? It's just, it is actually low-key, high-key ridiculous. I can't. But yeah, shout out to Glorilla, put the titties away apparently. You got to. And especially if you got a good nipple on the titty. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if anybody else understands that. Like, you have to have a good nipple. It needs to be gumdrop-esque. Okay? It need to be at least gummy bear-esque. You know what I'm saying? Enough to wrap around it. It don't need to choke the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are gonna roast me for this. I hate myself for it, but it was my thought. We're gonna go over some of my thoughts later, but yeah, y'all gonna roast shit out of me for that, but whatever. Let's see. Anything else? Nicki Minaj sends love to fans following fight after. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. I ain't even gonna read it. There is a whole. You know what? Y'all, I really honestly want for people to stop saying old ass song titles for when you discuss people. It's like the part that starts off, the Roman's Revenge rapper took to X, formerly known as Twitter, on Sunday, March 3rd, with a positive message for her fans, though she did not address the altercation directly. She wrote, "Dear Barbs, I love you. I really do. Always have, always will. HB." For those that don't know, Harajuku Barbie, the signature, refers to one of her nicknames, Harajuku Barbie. A video posted by TMZ captures a pink wigged Barbie apart. It did. Throwing punches at the Oakland, California show before a number of other fans entered the melee. Security guards eventually came into the situation to de-escalate the fight, but not before punches were thrown and nasty words were said. Despite the fight, the sold-out tour stopped highlights and excited period for Nicki. About 2 weeks ahead of opening night, the Pink Friday 2 tour was reportedly certified as the rapper's best-selling tour yet. I am so excited. Let me explain to y'all. I am dumb excited. So, at first, I was like, anybody that knows me, anybody that's listened to the show, anybody that's listened to all of these episodes, many episodes I talk about Nicki, I understand. I thank y'all for who still listens, because some would say, well, what the fuck is the point of listening to this show if all you go talk about is Nicki? I talk about Nicki because I fucking love her. If you don't like it, it's fine. It's okay. I can objectively be the same person for that, but I love the music. The music has gotten me through. I respect that girl pen. I fight for when it's right, and I check it when it's wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you, because we talked about that husband. I feel two ways about it. I feel like he's had his past, and I get that, but I do see that his past is in public perception affecting your future now. You know what I'm saying to you? Because a lot of people, when I'm like, yo, I'm going to the tour, da 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 da, a lot of people are like, I ain't going, I don't like her, and most of you fuck niggas, this some bullshit. Most of y'all motherfuckers literally say that you don't like her because of this new incident. So you're fair weather fans, so you're not Barb, so we get it. Like, don't nobody want you there if that's the case. But it's gonna be epic. First of all, Monica's gonna be there. For me, it is actually 3 to maybe 4 blocks away from my job, so my parking is already going to be free. It's downtown. I am literally going to be on the floor, and I'm too old to be on the floor. Let me be very clear. I am old, okay? I'm old, people. I'm old. I'm too old to be on the fucking floor. I had to whisper. Let me whisper it like Nikki. I'm too old to be on the floor. I am too old to be on the goddamn floor. I am. I thought about it after a while. I was like, I'm a little too old to be on the floor. But ask me, am I going to have a good fucking time? I am. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to get the Barbs riled up. I'm not going to get the Barbs riled up to the point where y'all want to fight. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all want to fight? Stay y'all motherfucking asses home. Stay your asses home. Okay? This woman don't know you. As a matter of fact, she probably can't see you. I just want to tell you that. And then furthermore, where they were fighting, okay? Because they were fighting. Where they were fighting was in the upper level. Nikki cannot see you. What are you fighting about? You are here. I don't understand it. What are you fighting about? You are here to show love to this woman. Why are y'all up in the balconies, pink wig, thick ass, give them whiplash? Was the lyric too literal for you? Was the lyric too fucking literal for you? I don't understand. What are you fighting about? What could you... Bitch, we're all in this motherfucker wearing pink. This bitch has us wearing pink. Bitch, I am wearing pink. I am literally getting a fucking sweatshirt to make sure that I am making the fucking sweatshirt, to be honest with you, from Custom Ink. Shout out to Custom Ink. I am making the motherfucking sweatshirt. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Because I am kin enough for the Barbs. But what are you fighting about? This is where I really honestly believe that Nikki's fan base is unhinged. And I get it. I say it all the time. They were like, well, damn, isn't that a contradiction? Aren't you a Barb? Yes, but not to this level. Like, if I gotta be jumped in like this, I don't want it. I never wanted to be a part of the Bloods or the Crips either. And I damn sure don't want to be jumped in like this. This is unnecessary. But all in all, I am seeing, parts of the show, and I had to really think about it. I was like, I'm on the floor. I'm in the I don't know how I got this ticket. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not know how I have received this ticket. I don't know. Because I was like, when I went to go get the ticket, I was under the impression, and I guess I was under the impression because I'm like, all right, so this is the way that the stage is going to be set up. I'm thinking it's, the regular setup. It's the regular setup of the stage. Oh no. No. It is not the regular setup of the stage at all. At all. It is not. It is literally a whole goddamn runway. And I'm on, the way the shit look, I think I'm like next to the fucking runway stage. To be honest with you, if it looks, again, like me and my wife were debating, she was like, oh, you don't know what it looks like, each arena is different. I'm like, yeah, but if you're seeing the main setup is what it is. The stage is in the middle where our normal stage is in this arena. Plus, I'm excited to go see this anyway, because if you're from my city, the CFG arena which used to be the Baltimore arena, the Royal Farms arena, whatever you want to call it, has gotten a facelift at this point. And it's nice, apparently, from what I heard. So I definitely want to see what's going on in there, first and foremost. And on top of that, it's fucking Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna have a fucking good time. It's gonna give very much. I don't even know why you girls bother at this point. Give it up. It's me. I win. It's gonna be all of the things. It's gonna be all of the foolishness and the shenanigans. And that is what I'm here for. I am not here to fight bitches on a fucking, first of all, bitch, you can't see me. I'm on the bottom. That's all I'm saying. And so whoever's at the bottom when I'm down there you need to be Barb City. You need to be gagged up. You need to be Gag City. You know what I'm saying to you? That's where we need to be at this point. Cause other than that, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. But yeah, I'm super, if you don't know, now you know, I'm super excited about this. I'm also excited. I think I'm going to try to finagle the Usher tickets as well. My last topic for the day is going to be Dylan. So I'm not even going to go into that. I was actually watching part of the video where he talks about the Dave Chappelle skit. And so for those that don't know, Dylan is actually one of the members of Making the Band that, Diddy tried to create. Speaking of Diddy, let me just say this here. I told y'all, I ain't even gonna hold you. Anybody that knows me, that knows how much I love hip hop, and I was like, if we used to have this debate about like, who would you want to, if you got famous, who would you want to work with, or what label did you want to be on? All of them are horrible though at this particular point looking back. But Bad Boy was definitely one I said no. I said absolutely not. Like I would not be a Bad Boy artist. I was like, yo, you're not gonna fucking talk to me any kind of way and then have me walk for no motherfucking cheesecake. But anyway, Dave Chappelle had actually did a skit where he was pretending to be Dylan. And he, to some degree, kind of like derailed his career. And Dylan said, a lot of times, people only really thought about the joke when it came to, his name and his name in the industry, and really did it. So, I mean, just to have the double whammy of being on Making the Band, you look like a flunky, you know what I'm saying? The walking for the cheesecake, and then, Dave Chappelle actually adding to that. I could see how that really made, a lot of things kind of pop up for him. And he seemed very, very sad. Like he said he got a chance to meet Dave Chappelle at one point, but he did seem very kind of like upset about that. Like, like all of this, I'm just trying to be a rapper, and all of this actually just ruined my whole career and my whole chances. And like, nobody really wanted to work with him. Nobody took him seriously. But again, that's the curse that is, baby. That is the curse of working with Diddy. I don't know what nobody else could say. Did y'all know that, trans woman Laverne Cox actually worked with Diddy? She was on the reality show I Want to Work with Diddy. And I don't know, I think she was in beginning phases of being trans, but I had and this was new. So this was like the early 2000s, and you're just like, and everybody's not, as socially aware as we are now. But I had no idea for a long time that was the case until I was watching something on YouTube, and I was like, oh wait, damn, that was Laverne Cox. So again, trying to work with Diddy, I can't. But if y'all notice anything about with all of the allegations that are going on right now, in addition to like the rest of the new allegations with one of the producers, Diddy is trying his damnedest to lay low, to not say anything, and he's right. But I'm gonna be honest, there's way too much shit out there. Like they may end up throwing a RICO charge at Diddy for sex trafficking, murders, for attempted murders. You know, they may actually find, I feel like, cause it's not even double jeopardy because they never charged Puffy with it, but I think they may revisit that case with Sean. I honestly believe that they will reopen that case with Sean because, yeah, that didn't, first of all, from the speculation and allegedly from what the story is that he put that gun in Sean's hand and told Sean to take the charge for it. You know what I'm saying to you? And I don't remember if Sean had ever said anything, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a lot for somebody to take that, to have you take a charge and take so many years out of your life. You know what I'm saying to you? And then we all, you know, everybody, all of these artists get back on the stage with him and they're like, oh, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Nah, bruh. You taking people's lives. You're making a mockery out of people's livelihoods. You're not giving it back. And then when you do give it back, you're giving back royalties when there's almost nothing there. Like, y'all gotta watch niggas like that. Like, yo, niggas that are boisterous and just big and loud like that for no motherfucking reason, you have to watch them. Those are narcissists. Those are the niggas that you be like, yo, something ain't right. And also, how is it that we know that the shit ain't right, we know that the feeling is off, and we still rock with it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have your level of discernment when it comes to shit like that. But anyway, that is the Ratchet and Ridiculous Corner. I hope y'all enjoyed. Just kind of went through a couple of things. So actually, I usually end with a topic, but I really don't have a topic today. But I did want to go over some things that have happened and have made me just think about a couple of things. Just real quick, it's so crazy. So, where do I start? First of all, let me tell y'all some funny shit that happened. Some crazy shit. So, this is now, well, I guess it's now Tuesday, so I'll look at it because it's late as shit. It's like it's 12 o'clock now. It's late as fuck. And I will still try to edit this and get this out so it'll at least be out by Tuesday morning. So, there's that. But however, I went to work on Sunday. First and foremost, as we talked about at the top of the show, the goddamn daylight savings time threw me. I don't know what it did for nobody the fuck else, but it threw the whole fuck out of me. I literally, I went to my, no, what did I do? I woke up and, you know, my watch has changed, of course. So, because, you know, I got a digital watch. I got a, you know, a smartwatch. So, my watch has changed, of course. The time has changed. So, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It's the time that's supposed to be. That's what I'm thinking. My body's not feeling that, but that's what I'm thinking. So, then on top of that, I look and I'm looking at, the time on my car. So, the time on my car doesn't change. And I'm like, nigga, why does it say 10 o'clock? Completely forgot about daylight saving time. So I get down to the office. I'm downtown, and I get downtown Baltimore, and I get down to the office, and I literally am in awe yet again. I'm not even in awe yet. I am literally pissed because I look and one of the streets is blocked off. One of the main streets that I need to go up that would cut down my time automatically is blocked. I'm like, fuck, why is the street blocked? But it's downtown. So in my mind, I'm like, all right, bet. It don't matter. It's just, they probably working on the road. I'm gonna be all right, fuck it. So I then proceed to take the alternate route and get to the garage. Get to the garage, park my car, get in. I'm like, that's strange. It's not really that much traffic coming down the street, but I'm like, that's cool. You know, it's like midday. It's Sunday. It's probably not going to be. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I get out and, I unlock the door and I happen to look behind me and I actually see this officer. I know the officer, you feel me? Cause it was one of my old residents at my old job. I was like, oh yeah. And she had her grandkids with her and I knew them and, you know, got a picture with them and, you know, hugging with them and all of that. So it was really, 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 really cute. And they're so cute and adorable and getting so big, and I'm so excited for that. So I talked to her. I was like, well, what are you doing here? She was like, oh, it's the St. Patrick's Day parade. I said, it's a parade? She was like, yeah, the St. Patrick's Day about to start. They gonna start. So I get to work around noon. The parade starts at like 1, so they were preemptively blocking off the road. So I get in, do my thing, I'm talking to some of the residents at the job, and baby, lo and be fucking hold, they have blocked off several streets. Now, not only did they block off several goddamn streets, they have repositioned. I would like to use the word towed these people car. Okay? Towed these people car. Towed it to a whole nother street, which has a block. It's like a whole block of cars, like 2 or 3 blocks. I think it's from the 300 block to the 500 block of a specific street. Calvert Street, for those that are in the Baltimore area. So, cause I'm on Light Street as far as where my job is concerned. And so I literally was like, you know, the resident told me that they ended up towing cars. I'm like, yo, towing cars? Yo, how do you have a whole St. Patrick's Day parade and don't say shit to the rest? There are literally communities out there. Nothing was posted. Nobody said anything. Like, if we're doing this in blocks and blocks radius, nobody said anything to some of the apartment buildings. We're a huge we have signs. We're an apartment building. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, said nothing. Residents literally got their cars, if they were on the street where they were, got their cars moved over to a whole, like 5-6 blocks away from where we are now, to have a fucking St. Patrick's Day parade. So you white motherfuckers, let's be clear. Let's be motherfucking crystal like clear. So y'all white motherfuckers can have a drunken day to be outside and have all of these parades with these old ass motherfucking cars. And these marching bands that's off goddamn beating off kilter. You mean to tell me you could not have said to a leasing professional, a office professional of some sort, hey, by the way, because mind you, it's a Sunday. Most of us usually come in later on a Sunday than we do on a typical regular day. Y'all ain't leave no word with nobody's concierge, nothing to say, hey, by the way, there's going to be a parade today. Do you know how badly that affects, one, what I do as a professional, and two, not only did it affect that, it damn affects residents, so I have to answer questions that I don't even have the fucking answers to? What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? And then what pisses me off the most about that whole situation is, bitch, we just coming to fuck off February and y'all ain't think of shit about a goddamn Black History Month parade or nothing, but because you always assume that we as niggas can't get along and we gonna fuck it up. But I got you one better. The CIAA tournaments and all of that shit came through. They had signage everywhere, and that's a black motherfucking event. And had signage, and people knew about streets that were going to be closed and blocked off and everything for damn near a month before the shit even started. How does that work? How the fuck does that work? So we as black people always the one that don't do shit to order, don't do shit in the right way, and da 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 da. But you have a whole motherfucking parade and don't nobody know shit, bitch. I would be fucking mortified. Now, not only that, you have all of these taxpayers calling the police about their car, and it's all of a sudden, and trust me, I can guarantee that the police station or the operator that answered that fucking call had a goddamn attitude, because everybody's freaking out about where the fuck their cars are because y'all said nothing and y'all didn't give anybody a fucking heads up and ain't nobody put up a fucking sign. Fuck y'all. Big ass fuck y'all to that, because that is ridiculous. That don't make no fucking sense. We got to do better as a people, first and foremost. But for the bare minimum, I think, and what pisses me off the most, the bare minimum that we have to do is the maximum that I put out in an everyday situation at my job and in life. So the half-ass shit for a city, for blocks and blocks of a city, for a fuck-ass event where, first of all St. Patrick's Day is about is the fucking Irish niggas getting drunk. I don't even know what the rest of the history is, because frankly, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If the motherfuckers wasn't slaves, it doesn't matter. I don't care. If they wasn't slaves, they wasn't black, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. How did we get here? Secondly, while we in the vein of that, bitch, am I invisible? That might be the title of the show. Bitch, am I invisible? Yep, I think that is gonna be the title. Let me write that shit down. Bitch, am I invisible? The reason that I have to say bitch, am I invisible is because, baby, y'all know I like to make a little extra coin. Y'all know I do a lot of shit. I don't know how I'm still running and working all at the same time. But I be damned. And when I tell you, yoga has gotten me into a place where I'm trying to look at the both ends. I'm trying to be a better person. I don't want to just cuss out white people because that's unnecessary, but I have to. So I am standing at what was it? Was it a Buffalo Wild Wings? It was a Wingstop. That's what it was. I was standing in a Wingstop. So the Wingstop is in a adjacent type neighborhood, because the hood is down the street, but we still in the county. Either way, it's in Pikesville for those that live here. It's in an adjacent neighborhood. So you might get some Jewish motherfuckers. You might get some niggas. Shit, everybody love their fucking chicken. It's one thing about religion. We all say the same goddamn thing, and we all love chicken. Watch The Simpsons. That was a good episode. So I'm standing there and I'm waiting patiently. This beautiful black girl, she's smiling. You know, I won't even say she's happy. She's just working. You know what I'm saying to you? But she has a very nice attitude and a very nice demeanor to herself. And this is not to that young lady. This is to this fuck ass Russian man who decided to walk in front of me to get someone else's attention so they could get his order. Sir, the whole fuck. But I was breathing. I did an OIG breath. I let it in. And I let it out. That was one. So then he proceeds to get his order, and there was another woman that was in front of me that was getting her order, and she was also dashing as well. You feel what I'm saying to you? Again, I don't give a fuck whether you spoke the motherfucking English. Bitch, you weren't blind, because if you were blind, you wouldn't be. First of all, you had to speak some of the motherfucking English because you're driving. So therefore, you knew enough, and you gotta read the shit. So you know enough of the motherfucking English. And one of the words that you could have said in the goddamn English was excuse me. So the bitch had the audacity. See, I'm losing it now. The bitch had the motherfucking audacity to go ahead and motherfucking decide within her goddamn self that she was gonna bump the shit out of me. Bitch, am I invisible? What is going on? White people, are y'all losing y'all motherfucking shit? Because see, you want us to spaz out. And this becomes the problem that you have to lead with as a black man. You have to really get to this point of being like, hey, okay. If I act out and how, thank you, Amanda Seals. How black am I gonna have to get? Cause you just really don't know in those moments. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. So I go to the young lady, and I probably should have prefaced this way a little bit differently, but I was like, am I invisible? And she thought that I was saying it to her as if she wasn't doing anything. I was like, no, baby girl. I'm not saying it to you. And then so I point over to the Russian man, and I'm like, you know, hey, am I invisible? She was like, I know. And we shared the commonality of the black stare. You know, like, bitch, you saw this shit. I said, bitch, I know I saw it. I did. We all saw the shit. I don't understand. Please don't make me have to get out my motherfucking character. Bitch, am I invisible? What the fuck? And it really be you fucking, it be the fucking white folk. It really be that. Like, you see me, you don't have to act like that. Yes, yeah, you don't have to. You really don't. This shit is fucking unnecessary. Excuse me's and all of that can get you places in the world. Act like other people are fucking human before they knock your blocks off. Why is this such a fucking difficult task for you people? I don't know. And that is the term. That is when you use you people. Because if you want to act like archaic, barbaric, if you want to act like archaic, barbaric animals, then it now becomes that you are you people. We don't like it, but you don't like to use the word excuse me. So you are now you motherfucking people. This shit is fucking ridiculous. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Last thing I'm going to say, what I was really going to name this before I named it Bitch Am I Invisible, because that title tickles the fucking shit out of me. It was so funny. My father-in-law called me, and he calls me every now and again. He doesn't call me all the time, but he called me, and he was inebriated. But I will say that a drunk mind speaks a sober tongue, and he told me how much he loved me and thanked me for, loving his daughter the way that I do. And I'm like, all right, cool. I understand that. What I want to say and what I'm really thinking of, what I'll really, really be thinking of though for real is, dads need love too. We have got to get to a point to give each other grace. As men, as women, as black, because that's who I'm talking to, as black men and black women. I'm not saying everything that we do is right. I'm not saying everything that we do is wrong. We need to stop getting into these fuck ass forums and listening to these other podcasters that give you bullshit and their relationships be fucked up too. Like, we gotta stop looking for, God rest his soul, but a Kevin Samuels lookalike or savior to tell you some shit about you. Bitch, when I came to, let me tell you something. One thing that I love and I had to really think about with my family, the men in my family, the men that were around. And even though I came from a woman sector, like let's be clear, like black women raised me, and I understand that wholeheartedly. But the men that were around literally showed a different caliber of men, of what it should be. This new age shit is fuck shit. I don't know what the fuck this is. These niggas these days, niggas that don't wash their ass. Let's not even put a pen in that. Let's put a roadblock right there. Okay, let's put a little roadblock right there. And then I'm gonna circle back to what I was saying. That part confuses the fuck out of me. I'm not here for that. I don't subscribe to that. Not what you bitch ass niggas talking about you don't wash your ass and betwixt your ass crack because it is homosexual. First of all, first and foremost, it is not homosexual. It is hygienically clean to clean in betwixt the crack and crevice of your fucking ass. I cannot watch another book, which I guess I would only contribute to the problem if I'm even watching the fucking podcast to begin with. But I cannot watch another or listen to another motherfucking podcast and the nigga talk about he don't wash in betwixt his ass because it is gay. No, it is dirty, bitch. What is wrong with you? Who the fuck raised you bitches? I can't watch another black man not protect a black woman. I can't listen to another black woman talk about all she in it for is the money. Let me tell you something, bitch. Okay? And I'm saying it for real. I'm talking to you, bitch. Do you understand that your pussy, as much as people have glorified you to have the golden pussy that you believe that you have, do you know that a nigga will fuck you and the bitch next to you and her bitch next to you and the other bitch next to you and not give two fucking shits? What are we saying? What are we saying when you do not let me tell you something. I subscribe to the wash thoroughly, okay? Wash it thoroughly. Okay? I don't give a fuck whether nobody touched your shit or not. But I know one thing, this ass is clean. Okay. And some days I go around and it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean by that, that's the day when I'm in the house. Let me be clear. Fuck that. Don't judge me and be like, I'm out here with just dirty ass. No. But I cannot. I don't understand. But anyway, circling back to what I was originally saying, cause that threw me. Okay. That got me fucked up. I was like, bitch, I keeps this motherfucking ass clean and these balls too. Fuck that. And I will scape it if I need to. And if you've made it this far into the goddamn shit, you were either laughing your ass off at me or you are judging me. And either way, I don't give a shit. I don't care. You know what? Primarily, it's probably because I'm tired and I'm still doing this. But to get my last point out, I have gone on a tangent. Someone stop the roller coaster. So just to really actually put it into perspective, I was kind of talking about how like our families need grace. I came from a family of men that really hustle. Like I told my dad a while back, I was like, you know, I want to thank you for, you know, teaching me a lot. He was like, nah, I ain't really do nothing. I was like, first of all, sir, stop with the humble bullshit. Cause I do it and I now know where I get it from. Stop with the humble bullshit. At the end of the day, bruh, you took 13, 14, 15 of us and quite a few of us that met your sister's kids, your wife's sister's kids, and your kids that equally y'all had separately before you came in this motherfucker, and one that you made together. You took all them kids as two fucking adults in the house and raised us all together. Like, we were all together, especially when it came to the summertime. I was at my dad's house for 2 to 3 months at a time. And we all had a good time. And even though my dad had his fucking faults, and to this day, you know, I love him to death. I had to tell him, I was like, yo, thank you for showing me what family looks like. Like I had this conversation with one of my cousins. I was like, hey, yo, when my Uncle Benny died and we were at that funeral, like clockwork, we all sat at the same table, minus anybody else that was there, but we all sat at the same table like we would when we were kids. But what did you do in that moment? You created family. You made us think like family. We still think like family. Yes, we're going to have disagreements. Yes, we're not going to always love what the next person does, but we still love you and we ride together and we're still family. And and innately with what you provided and you being there and you being in the structure of our lives like that, you created that for everybody. When you were Uncle Lumpy, you were still my dad. You know what I'm saying to you? And even when I was going through my shit and didn't really recognize and respect that, as an older man now, I kind of get it. I don't condone all of the shit that my dad did, but I understand him trying to find himself. Him trying to get into that point of finding himself. And I have to give him grace in a certain respect. Just like I would have to do for my mom, my stepmother, whomever. I kind of have to give them grace. So when my father-in-law called me and my wife kind of had a conversation about it, and I wanted to really point to her, I'm like, your dad may have done some shit that you may not 100% agree with. And that fact is true. But you have to give him grace. And what I'm learning and I'm trying to practice more than anything is to make sure that I give those people a little bit of grace. Now, I'm not saying that everything that you did that may have hurt me or whatever is null and void. No. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I do lead with a level of grace, love, and dignity and respect. And me and her dad had an amazing, me and my dad, that's my other dad, my third one at this point, had an amazing conversation, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. So what I want to leave in this podcast at this particular moment is just lead with grace, y'all. Lead with grace. And then as you lead with grace, make sure you tap someone on their shoulder and ask, bitch, am I invisible? Because I know you fucking see me, whore. Fuck is going on? Fuck that. Anyway, look, check this out. I love y'all for real. Y'all are my motherfucking homies. Thank y'all so much for listening to the show. I love the fact that I could bring it to y'all. It is late. It is late. Whose fault is that? It's mine. I know. And who are you talking to? You're talking to me. I know. It's my fault. But, it is late. I'm definitely gonna make sure this gets finished. Hopefully it'll get up. Hopefully my laptop will allow me to be great. I don't know if that's the case, but it might. So y'all can find me on all the social medias. Y'all already know where it is. You know what I'm saying? We said it in the beginning, but we're gonna say it again. YouTube, Spotify, YouTube Music, which is Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, and Twitter, because we don't say X. So you can find me on all of that at Kicking It with Young Smooth podcast. And in addition, don't forget about the Kick That lyric. It is massively important that you like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. I do see the algorithm going up, and I'm so thankful. I appreciate you all. I definitely do. I think I will eventually, hopefully, maybe even Wednesday, maybe-ish. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday, I may end up doing a live as well, just to kind of coincide with this episode. I will try to start doing more lives. I have been very inconsistent in that way because Can I be real with y'all for like 10 seconds? I know I'm about to go. I get it. I'm about to go. I promise y'all. I am not, to be honest with y'all, I am not a camera person. I absolutely hate it, and I am overly judgmental. I'm being raw and real and uncut with y'all. Like, I absolutely hate it. Please don't ask how I decided that I wanted to rap. I look at those videos and I cringe. I look at pictures and some days I cringe. And that is the absurdity that is in my own fucking brain about who I am, the way my voice sounds, all of the shit. Like, I literally still cringe every time I see that jumping video. I do. And don't get it twisted. I had a great day on that set that day, or on, doing what I did, but I cringe, and I wish that I wouldn't, but I do. So sometimes depending on if I got something to say, I just say it. But like, to constantly purposefully be on live at a set of live, sometimes it's too much. So I'm like, I don't know, but I'm getting better. But these teeth are white now, so I don't know. Maybe I might have to show y'all how, pulling oil. Speaking of which, last thing, I promise y'all, I'm getting out of here. Pulling oil. Bitch. Bitch. Let me tell you, this motherfucker pulling oil, nigga. This shit got my teeth so goddamn white that I was on a Zoom call, and the person on the Zoom call was like, I don't mean no harm, but your teeth are really white. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm like, thank you so much. I worked really hard. I have a lovely Asian doctor, a lovely Asian dentist who has small hands and speaks to me like this. And I appreciate it. Because shout out to Dr. Lee. I love me some Dr. Lee. Oh my God. She saved my mouth. Let me be very clear. At one point, your boy wasn't doing too well. It literally, you know how you can brush your teeth and you get a little bit of blood? Well, because you might just been scraping the gum a little bit too hard or whatever. Bitch. One day, let me tell you this Dr. Lee story, because this is good, and this is what I told Dr. Lee. One day I, literally went and was brushing my teeth as usual. When I tell you I spit out the toothpaste, and so much blood came out like somebody punched me in my motherfucking mouth. I said, something ain't right. Baby. So Dr. Lee found out that there were plaque shards, like hardened plaque that was digging into the gum line. No. That is not okay. No. So she was like, all right, before I do any work, let me go ahead and get you a medicated mouthwash, and we'll go ahead and take it from there. So we got the medicated mouthwash. She gave me like 3 weeks with the medicated mouthwash, and I was brushing my teeth again, you know, still a little bit more blood, this, that, and the third, for the stuff that I couldn't get because it was so much hardened plaque that you just couldn't get it. I said, oh my God, I'm dying. Okay. And Dr. Lee just laughs at me. She's like, you're not dying, Troy. It's fine. It's going to be okay. So I go and get, you know, my cleaning, one of my first cleanings with her. And it had been a while for the cleaning. And I go and get the cleaning with her, and literally she saved my mouth. I had so much plaque. God, I'm telling y'all my business. I had so much plaque that I think it almost created a space in between my bottom teeth that I did not have originally. Or maybe thought I didn't, but apparently I did. She has been the best dentist I have ever had. Make sure if you are looking to get your health together, make sure you do ZocDoc as well. It was a very easy way for me to start scheduling and finding appointments. And I think that was my problem, was scheduling and finding appointments. You know, trying to schedule them on days off and this, that, and the third. I found them, and working with a team of doctors right now, I'm definitely finding out a lot more about myself. However, last thing about Dr. Lee, I told Dr. Lee, I said, Dr. Lee, you have saved my goddamn mouth, and I appreciate you. Okay. And she is just amazing. Told me, she said, you really don't need braces. I was like, but I thought I did. See, that's the trendy shit. Everybody thinking they need braces out this bitch. Like, nigga, she's like, your shit is actually straight. She didn't say shit, but I did. But she's like, your shit is actually straight though, for real. I was like, oh, bitch, you right. I am. It's all good. I was like, thank you. But yeah, my teeth are amazing. And now I am obsessed with oral health. And like, when I see somebody with some good ass teeth, I'll be like, I don't mean no harm. I'm not trying to be flirtatious, but you have some amazing teeth. Like, what is going on? What are you doing? So, I then recently just had a doctor's visit last month, and, I was like, hey, Dr. Lee, by the way, I'm just want to let you know I'm doing oil pulling, you know, just trying to get them a little bit wider. She was like, well, it's working, but you know, you're fine. You're good. On that, she was like, but if it continues to work, definitely you use it. I was like, oh, cool. So I'm all about that. And, so my routine, one day I will, I might show y'all my routine too. So my routine is pretty much a little bit of the oil pulling first. And I'm going to actually do that momentarily as well. I like to do it in the morning and of course at night, which technically makes it like 2 times because it's especially late now. But yeah, as far as that, I will do, oil pulling, and I have a detoxifying, toothpaste and a gum care mouthwash, and I also floss as well. Floss, people. We do too much shit with our mouths, especially talk. You talk, you chew, if you smoke, you know, drinking coffee, whatever. We do entirely too much with our mouths on a day-to-day basis to not floss. Please floss. It is massively important. You don't realize how much gunk is there. And baby, I remember looking into the tube when she first did it, and it was so much of, you could see hardened plaque leaving. There was black shit. There was blood. I mean, I'm sorry if you made it this far into this podcast and you're getting grossed out, but I'm telling y'all, that was some shit. I was like, bitch, am I invisible? Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me get the fuck out of here. I'm not playing with y'all. I love y'all for real. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are the most amazing goddamn audience. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. And I'm out this motherfucker. Peace.